Okay, so in today's video, we're going to talk about products that I hate. No, that's a little too harsh. That's a little too strong. Talk about products that I can't stand, but I love them. That don't even make sense. Hi, my name is Jackie, and this is my channel. I just call it Everyday with Jackie. Now, on this channel, you'll be sure to find some vlogs, a little bit of lifestyle content, and all the rest of my videos are all things beauty. So if this sounds like the channel for you, please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell so you'll know each and every time that I upload a video. And for my returning subscribers, it's good to see you as always. Welcome to another video. Now for today, we are going to be talking about products that I like, but don't necessarily love. So if you're interested in seeing what those products are, then you'll have to keep watching. So as I mentioned, in today's video, we are going to be talking about products that I like, but I don't necessarily love. You know, those products that you feel meh about. You know, sometimes you have that family member that you love, but you wouldn't necessarily invite them to the barbecue. That's what we're talking about today. Or those associates that you kick it with, but if there was a reward for them, you turn them in. These are the types of products that we are going to be talking about in today's video. So let's just go ahead and get started. Now, the first product I want to talk about is a product that I like, but I'm not necessarily in love with it. And it is by the Inky List, and it is the Oat Cleansing Balm. I know so many people rave about this product, and I think I did too. But as time goes on, and you start to use it more, and I'm about right here in it now, so I kind of feel like I really know how I feel about it. And like I said, this product is dirty. I like it, but I don't necessarily love it as much as my Clinique cleansing balm or the pharmacy cleansing balm. To me, this kind of feels like I'm putting like Vaseline or something on my face. This is what it looks like when it comes out. And this product says that you're supposed to dampen your face and then squeeze a little bit out on your hand and rub it in. This, I think, is more or less the consistency of the product for me. Like I said, I'm used to the cleansing balms. I do like this, but I'm not in love with it. I can even see myself repurchasing it because of the price point, but it's not a product that I would say I have to have. I'm not in love with it. But like I said, I do like it. I could even see myself repurchasing it, but it's not a love. It's not a love thing. Next, I have a product by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and it's their Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser. This is what it looks like. Now, I use this quite a bit too. I think I'm somewhere about to here in this, because y'all know, even though I don't love a product, I'll keep using it until I use it up. So that's my experience with this one. I liked it, okay, when I first got it, but I think for this as well, it's just the formula of it. You know, I like those thick and creamy cleansers, and this is kind of like a gel cleanser. And I think this does do the job as far as cleansing my face. I just don't like the formula of it. So again, this is a product that I like. It's one of those meh, but I'm not in love with it. Next up is a cleanser by Olay. This is what it looks like right here. It's their Cleansing and Nourishing Body Wash. This is a product that is meh. I like it okay, but I'm not in love with it. I am right here, and I have had this for months. I kept it in my guest bathroom, and then I finally went ahead and moved it to my bathroom so I could just use it up. But I think what I don't like about this as well is the formula of it. I have to constantly pump so much product. I mean, and it's thick, it's creamy, but I have to use so much product just to get a good lather. You guys know I like that creamy lather, rich lather, but I'm not finding it with this. And then even as I'm halfway through cleansing my body, I go back in and I pump some more out. This is just not cutting it for me. So the packaging and all is gorgeous. Looks nice in your bathroom, but this just is not the cleanser for me as far as a body wash. This, I know I would not repurchase. I mean, it's meh. I don't love it, but I don't absolutely hate it. It's just meh, because it gets the job done, but I'm just not in love with it. Next is, I have one hair product, so we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. Not quite sure how to pronounce this one, and this is the Mill Pomegranate and Honey Leave-In Conditioner. Now, you did see another Mill product conditioner in another video in my loves. So I have that one in my loves, and then I saw this at the store and I said, oh, let's try this one. And I don't hate it, but I don't absolutely love it. And one thing is, I didn't realize I was picking up a leave-in conditioner. That's one thing. I thought it was just a conditioner that you put in and rinse out. Another thing is, I don't feel like it gives me a lot of slip. Now, for my hair right now, as short as it is, it would probably be perfectly fine because I'm not finding that I'm tangling so much, but it doesn't give it so much slip. My other products from Cantu, I just like that leave-in conditioner a lot better than this one. So this is meh. I wouldn't repurchase this one again either. This is just not a product that I love. Again, I would put this in the meh category. Okay, so now we're down to the makeup. I do, I would say that to last. I do have a foundation here by Uoma Beauty. Now, this foundation has been in my Shop My Stash for the entire month of August, so I really got some good use out of it. Now, this is a product that I like. Okay, let me just put it out there. I like this product. But as far as longevity, I noticed that I put my makeup on probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I noticed that when I'm coming home, let me show it to you up close. I noticed that when I'm coming home, on my drive home, I'll look in the mirror and it's about normally around 3:30, and this is no longer looking good on my skin. I don't know what it's doing. It does not look good on my skin. I don't know if it's necessarily breaking up so much, but it just doesn't look good. And I noticed this a time or two before I put it in my Shop My Stash. I noticed it when I've worn it before to school, and another time when I wore it before in school. So I think it looks good in the beginning. But as far as an 8-hour wear foundation, for me, I just don't like the way it looks. Probably around the 7.5 hour, the 8 hour, it just doesn't look good on the skin for me. Now, like I said, I do like it because it starts out looking great. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna declutter it or anything like that because I don't dislike the product, but I think it may just be, it's just so hot right now. So I'm gonna visit this again in the winter time or in the colder months and see how I look and see if it can last 8 hours or more, see what it looks like then. But I just noticed lately that when I open up the mirror and I'm looking and the sun's shining, I'm just looking at it and I'm just thinking, it doesn't look good. So this is a product, like I said, I don't hate it. is meh right now for the summer months, but I am going to revisit this and see how it performs when the weather turns a little bit more cooler, because right now we are experiencing humidity, high heat, and things just aren't looking good. So this is a product that I absolutely like, but for the summer it's meh, and we're going to revisit it again. And I have another foundation, and this one is in my project pan, and I know you guys, I need to do an update. I just haven't. But this is my Tarte Face Tape. I have barely used this whatsoever, so I put it in my Shop My Stash for the entire month. Now, my problem with this mainly is that the color is just wrong. The color's too light for me. So what I had been doing was putting the Tarte Face Tape just in the center, and then I would go with the Uoma Beauty and put it around the perimeter of my face just to be able to make this shade work. And then a couple of times I just tossed this to the side and just used the Uoma Beauty all by itself. And that's when I determined that it wasn't holding up for my skin. But this one, I think this performs well. It is a matte foundation, dries quickly, but I just can't make myself use it that often because of the shade. And again, it's going to be in the same category with my Uoma Beauty. I'm going to revisit it when, I'm just a little tan. I told you in another video, I'm looking like a little chocolate drop. So I think I'm going to revisit this when the weather, gets a little cooler, when I'm not so tan, and see if I can make it work then. If not, I'll probably just declutter this one. But I have used it for August, not the entire month, because I still have my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So still gravitating towards that. But I had this on, as a matter of fact, yesterday, both of these together, and it looked well, it wore well. I wore it to my night job, and that job I only worked like 3.5 to 4 hours. So everything looked fine when I came home. And yeah, I'll just have to revisit these both when the weather gets a little bit cooler. Now, another product I have right here is by Hourglass, and it is their, what is this, their Vanish Concealer. And again, some of these products are in here just because of the shade. Nothing to do with the formula. And so this is exactly what the deal is with this one. This is Hourglass. I have the shade Maple. I like the formula. I think it covers really well. It's just the shade is off. Maple is not my shade in this. I've been able to make it work because I use the Tarte Glow Wand. And then I have, I've had this for the entire month of August. So I go in with my Tarte Glow Wand. And then I have a Morphe concealer that I've been using that's just about skin tone. And I go in with that on the outer and the inner part, and I just do like a little dot of the Hourglass right in the center, and I blend it out. And that's exactly the same concoction that I have on my eyes right now. And so when I blend it out, it just ends up working for me. As far as the shade, it doesn't seem so bright, but this shade just is too light. Too light for me. When I first got it, I was like, yeah, this will work. No, honey, this don't work. This don't work at all. Shade range is, this shade is horrible for me. It's just too bright. So, like I said, I can make it work. You guys, I'm gonna put a pin right here and pause. I'm so tired of making things work. I just want products that work or they don't. I have so many products that I have to make work. And I was sitting there when I was grabbing my materials for this video and just like, oh yeah, well, I can make that work, or I can make that work. Y'all know how I hate to throw things away, and that is my problem. That's why I still have a lot of stuff that I'm making work. But there's going to be a point where I'm going to be tired of making stuff work, and either it does or it doesn't. It's getting up out of here. But this costs a little bit too much money, so we're going to make this work until we get finished with it. Okay? So I just had to put that little rant in there. Now my next product is makeup as well. This is the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette by Juvia's Place. This was in my Shop My Stash for the entire month of August. And this is what it looks like right here. Doesn't have a mirror or anything. And these are the blush shades. This I like, but I don't love it. It's meh. And why I say that is only shades I really use in this palette is this one right here and this one right here. I have dipped into this one right here for the month of August, just as like a topper on top of this one. And I think I tried this. Was it this one? Yeah, I think I tried this as a little bit of a highlight. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with the formula on this. I just think I don't really care for the shades all that much. I do have the other Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette that I absolutely love because the shades in that one are deeper and richer. But this one, it looks like it would be perfect for spring and summer, and it is, but it's just not my favorite. So this one, you know, I like it, but I did not love it. Next, I have my girl Lynette from LBD Beauty to thank for this one. You remember when I showed you guys this palette, hashtag Give Them La La Beauty, the Grown Woman palette, and I was telling you how this just did not work out for me. I almost said something else. It had a lackluster performance. It just didn't work. And I was showing you guys how I just have to dig into it just to get any kind of color payoff at all. And I remember Lynette, and I also said that the shimmer shades were great. They were A1, and that I was going to keep the palette because the shimmers perform really nicely. And Lynette in the comments, she said basically forget about the shimmers. She would get rid of this palette. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. But when I got to thinking about that, and in all my Shop My Stash videos, what am I always talking about, you guys? Oh, I'm sorry, I just don't have room for this, or, you know, I have to keep these out because I just don't have enough space, enough room. And I thought about that, especially today as I was going through pulling my products that I wanted to put in today's video. And I was like, Lynette is right. Why am I keeping a palette that I don't even like? I mean, I like the shimmer shades in here, but why am I keeping a whole palette? I'm never going to pull this palette just to dip in shimmers. If I can't use the entire palette, I'm not going to go looking for certain shimmer shades for the lid. I'm not going to do it. So this I don't like and I don't love. So I like the shimmers, but I don't love this palette. So this one I'm getting rid of. I'm just going to throw this puppy in the trash because it just does not perform. And there's no sense in me hanging on to a palette. I can't even use the whole palette. I can't use anything but the shimmers. And I'm just not gonna remember to grab this palette when I want to use a shimmer. So this is goodbye. And I just have a couple of more products to talk about. One of them is my Cover FX face palette, and this is in the shade medium deep. This is what it looks like. Now I was hearing everyone talk about it, and my good friend Rachel, she actually sold me on it. She loves this face palette, and to me this palette is meh. I don't hate it, but it's not a love. And again, it's kind of similar to the Give Them La La Beauty palette because I like this shade. I like this shade. I never really figured out what to do with this shade. This highlighter is okay. This one's a little too icy for me. And this one is, I'm not really sure if this is supposed to be a highlighter as well. Kind of looks like one, but it doesn't seem like it would be this shade for me. So there are just a lot of variables in this palette. I still use it, but I mainly gravitate to this right here. This is supposed to be a contour, but this is a nice bronzer, and then this blush shade. These, when I grab this palette, mainly that's what I'm using. Even if sometimes I'll dip into this highlighter, if I have another highlighter in my Shop My Stash, I won't grab for this one. So it's okay, but it's definitely not my favorite. So this also, I like it, but I don't love it. Okay, so I have 2 more products to talk about, you guys. Next up is a primer by NYX. It is the Marshmallow Primer. Again, this is what this looks like. I don't really know what this is supposed to do. I don't even think NYX knows what it's supposed to do, because it has nothing about what it's supposed to do on the bottle. I actually put it on my face today because I really wanted to just take it all in. I leaned all in. I'm looking at it, trying to figure out, well, is it blurring? What is it doing? I don't know. I still don't know. I think I saw that it is a little blurring a little bit, but you know, it has a nice marshmallow scent to it, blends easily, but what is it supposed to do, y'all? I really don't know. So, I mean, I use it like, okay, I'm putting a primer on, but, you know, I don't really get the benefits. I just don't know. So for me, this is definitely meh, because I don't know what to do with it. Now, my last product before we close out the video is my Pat McGrath Labs. What is this? Their Luxe Lip Balm. I wanted this so bad. They have this is a clear, but they also had it in a color. I really wanted the color, and I probably was thinking about picking up the color one and the clear one, but the color one sold out of my cart, so I only was able to get this one. This is it right here. I have been using this. I keep it in my Shop My Stash. This product here, I hate to say, I don't love it. And then I went back and read the reviews on this product on Sephora, and a lot of people don't love it. I will say what I don't love about it, and I wish I would have recorded myself when I was putting on my makeup for today's video. I wanted to put some lip balm on. I wish I would have recorded that, because you go in, you put some lip balm on, you go in, you put some more on, you go in, and you put, this is just not really, I mean, you finally get a nice shine, but when I tell you that you have to keep going in, putting some on, going in, it's kind of like waxy with a little bit of shine, if that makes sense. But yeah, this turned out not to be a favorite for me, and I was really surprised, but I would have to say I agree with the reviews that I saw on Sephora. This is just not, I like it. It's definitely a meh. I could take it or leave it, and it's definitely not a love. So this was a little disappointing, but like I said, I'll use it because I have it, but it's not a love. So you guys, that's it. Please, please let me know in the comments below if you have any of these products that I talked about in today's video, and let me know how you like them. Tell me if there's, you know, you find it to be a great product, or if you agree with me, it's just meh, it's not a love for you either. I am dying to know. So let me know in the comments below how you feel, if you have any of these products in common with me. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in to I Like It, but I Don't Love It. And if this is your first time here, like I said, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and ringing the notification bell. It just lets you know each and every time that I upload a video. And share the channel, because you know I don't mind. And lastly, please know that you are always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.